So after listening to Steven Wilson, which was freaking awesome, and you should check out that video, I'll put the card up here so you can see it. That was a nice surprise of a good song, well written, and I definitely enjoyed it. So now we are going to move on to a few times I've had people request this song, but not a lot. I shouldn't say the song, they've requested this band, and it's Porcupine Tree, which I already know a little bit of, specifically because of my like for Dream Theater, and specifically Mike Portnoy's drums. Gavin Harrison is considered one of the best prog drummers too as well, so I know him. I've heard his kind of drumming video to Anesthetize, is that how you say Anesthetize? I think is how you say it. So I know that song, I'm familiar with that song. I've had some people ask me to react to that, but I'm not going to react to it because I've already heard it and I know it pretty well. So there was a few more requests, and now we're going to listen to Hatesong. I think it's called Hatesong. I've never heard this before. I kind of a little bit know what to expect with Porcupine Tree, but I definitely haven't heard more than maybe 2 or 3 of their songs, and I definitely haven't heard Hatesong. So I'm looking forward to hearing what this is going to be like in the progressive kind of genre, and we're going to see if it's on Mr. Captain Morgan's scale of over here, where it's more technical and heavy, less melodic, more repetitive generally, or is it going to be over here where it's more melodic, less technical, and that kind of progressive, or is it somewhere in the middle? Let's find out. Cool start. Nice harmonics on the bass. I like that. Back in the funky again. This is 2 funk songs in a row. This could almost be like the beginning to a porn. Dude, we might be 2 for 2 today. This is fucking sick already. Harmonics. Oh, I didn't do the harmonics. This is a hate song. Ooh, this is a hate song. Just built for you. Built just for you? Nice. I thought that I'd write it down. It's very clear, you can hear the lyrics. I like that, yeah, this is definitely more on the this side or this side so far. Gavin's not doing anything incredibly technical yet. It's a lonely life in my empty bed. I like those harmonies. And it's a quiet life. Quiet life. That leaks from my head. Here's our harmonics again. These are the last rites. These are the last rites. The line is dead. Great voice. No screaming. I like it. Sounds good. Nice. This is definitely more of a straightforward song. definitely a unique sound. You know what's interesting? This kind of reminds me of Christian music. I'm trying to think of what. I mean, it's more technical than a lot of Christian music, but nice. Ooh, I like that change. See, they set that up perfectly with the stops. And it was like, right into it, perfect change. The sound, that's what it was. The sounds, like the beginning part, the singing, sounded like this Christian group I know called The Waiting. Had that like feel. Definitely more on the melodic side. We're 2 for 2 today. Nice. Although this is pretty repetitive. I do think both sides, melodic or like heavy, like metal stuff, can be repetitive, but I definitely think the heavier stuff tends to be more repetitive. But this is definitely a repetitive kind of first beginning, and now this kind of riff is repeating a lot. Got a lot of feeling. Nice. I like your voice. One, two, three, four. Yep. I like that beat by Gavin. It's like off, but it's good. It's like right in the pocket. Bass dude is ripping it. This almost sounds like it's getting jam bandish. Is this fish? Oh, that was cool. Okay, it's coming up to end. Are we in the middle of a garden? Okay, we are 2 for 2 for more melodic kind of music. I think that's kind of cool, actually, because this definitely was more of a straightforward kind of song, as I said in the reaction itself. There's one thing I want to point out about this song and the last song specifically, and maybe this lends itself more to like the more melodic side of things, or the more progressive melodic side of things, is that they're like transitions. I think are really important in songs, and like very rarely when there's an abrupt transition or a transition that doesn't match, you get a lot of people say, oh, that was supposed to happen, and that might be true in a rarity of songs, but I think sometimes bands just, you know, don't transition very well from one lick to the next lick, and I think that's very important. This song, on 2 different occasions, especially going from the verse kind of into the chorus, I think I only did the chorus like twice, which, by the way, I think my favorite part of the song was the chorus. I think it was just very well sung. The melody was very nice and soothing, and I think their transitions in this song were really, really well done, especially the one where it was like dun 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 dun, and it like built into that next part. I thought that was really, really well done. And I think the last song by Steven Wilson had good transitions as well. I think these are key, especially if you're going to be less technical, which I would say this song was less technical again. It was more on the melodic side of things, and I think if you're going to be more melodically minded, like more of a straightforward radio kind of song, you're definitely going to have to be like more spot on with your transitions, and both of these songs I think were good at that. My only critique of this song, of why I maybe wouldn't be like really like when I think of great songs I want to listen to, this probably wouldn't be one of them, is it was pretty repetitive. I think there could have been more areas that they went to before they came back, but it seemed like there was 2 major parts, and those major parts from the beginning and then after the first chorus, I think, that just got repeated over and over and over again, which, you know, for a more straightforward song, that seems to be kind of, you know, okay, as long as the transitions are good. But I was kind of hoping more to hear that chorus, because that chorus was my favorite part. I think it sounded great. Clean singing sounded really, really good, and I think this just once again reminds me how much I love good singers. What I want to know is he this good live? Because I think that's the key, is you know, can they transition these good clean vocals live? One band that does that very, very well, I think, is Haken. And Haken really sounds good in the live versions that I've heard of them, being able to replicate what he sounds like in the studio to what he sounds like live. Is that what happens with this band as well? Maybe I'll have to check out a live kind of song from these guys if it's a good live song and it's not going to get blocked. So for all you Porcupine Tree fans, make sure that you request some stuff that's maybe more in the middle. I would say this was definitely more on the Yes Genesis kind of melodic side. I would say, you know, the bass part was really, really cool, but it was definitely not that technical, which is okay. That's the point of the song. But maybe there's something in the more in the middle where it kind of like goes off into different areas as it comes back, because I know Porcupine Tree can be technical. So if you can give me some suggestions in that vein. I don't know if Porcupine Tree ever goes to the heavy side, really, really heavy side, but I'd like to see if there's something more in the middle for them. So as always, like and subscribe up here, and check back for some more music. We got Drapery Falls for Opeth coming up next, so keep that in mind. Peace.